We gonna smoke our shit. We gonna talk our shit. Let's get it. Yo, salute to everybody here in the building. Y'all already know what time it is, man. The Graphk and Hammer Show. I am Graphk Raider. Little bro in the building. What's good, King?
What's good, bro? Been a minute. What's good, nation? We back. We better than ever, and we got a lot to talk about today.
A lot, man. We had to take a few days off, man. Get right. A lot happened, man. I was telling you personally, bro. Car got hit. My back all messed up again. But guess what? We are back. And I'm feeling real vintage today, man. I said, you know what, man? Let me bring it back to where it all started. You know what I'm saying? So welcome, everybody. For those who are used to the locker room, we are back in the garage cave, the man cave, back to where it all started, man. Salute to everybody here in the building. Do me a favor, y'all. Break them thumbs, wipe them feet. Make sure you pay your bar tabs like Wasted says also. Do all of them. Shieldmore's in the building, man. Salute, salute, salute. And hit that subscribe button, man. Hammer's on his way to 10K. I'm on my way to 25. We cannot do it without you guys. There's a lot to talk about. We are going to talk about salary cap implications, that going up. We're going to talk about some potential free agents, some guys that may end up being cut by their respective organizations. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about this new coaching staff also, man. And let's start there. You already have it to put on screen, little bro?
Stuff, yeah, let's get this going.
It's off season, man. Pastor, we're having some fun. You already know. Look, I got my Raider joint ready to go. Some of that Woodson whiskey. You already know what it is, man. So let's get it
on the screen.
Yeah, definitely. Let me take this down real quick. And real quick, salute to Jason Hunter as always, my brother, man. Appreciate you, King. 5 new OLV Raiders Network memberships. Make sure you guys hit that button up top. It's the link if you want to become a member, like Jason just put. And salute to all the new members, man. And if you guys want to become a member also on Hammer's channel, hit that join button, and it's also pinned up in his as well in the chat. So let's get it, man.
Before we wrap it up today, we're gonna do. I told you guys we're going back to old school stuff. We're gonna be doing our monthly giveaway at the very end. So if you guys want to become a member, like Graphk said, it's pinned to the top. Get your name in there. Doesn't matter what tier. We're gonna be doing a giveaway at the end of the show today.
Yes.
So it's official, guys. We finally have our coaching staff fully filled to the brim. Our head coach, of course, is Antonio Pierce. We got Marvin Lewis as the assistant head coach. Yeah. Our game management coach is Matt Sheldon. How do you feel about Sheldon and Lewis?
Not mad about this at all. And I actually like the Marvin Lewis hire. We talked about it previously. A guy that has a shit ton of experience as a head coach out there in Cincinnati. I think he was there for like 15, 16 seasons. So this is a guy that Antonio Pierce is going to lean on heavy. You know, their time at ASU, they're very close, man. I'm cool with that. I'm good with Matt Sheldon as well, man. So I like what we got up there at the top of the coaching staff. Definitely, man.
Offensive side of the ball, you got Lou Getsy as a new offensive coordinator, the former Bears OC for the last 2 seasons. And before that, he was with Devontae Adams and Green Bay. You got Edgar Bennett as a receivers coach. Receivers coach.
Major part of our coaching staff. Big part of our coaching staff.
New offensive line coach, James Craig, kind of bounced around a little bit, but has the experience.
Yep.
Joe Philbin, the former head coach of the Miami Dolphins, senior offensive assistant, another one with ties to Devontae Adams as well. DeAndre Pierce, the offensive assistant. Rick Scangarello, quarterback.
And for those who don't know, DeAndre Pierce is our head coach's son. He's bringing him in, having him learn from the bottom. I love it. I love it. Go ahead, little bro. My bad.
He needs to teach me shit. Rich Andrello, quarterbacks coach. Mitch Singler, the assistant tight ends coach. The tight ends coach is Luke Steckel. Scott Turner, the pass game coordinator. Fred Walker, the assistant quarterbacks coach. Arnell Cadillac Williams, the running backs coach. And Tim Zetz is our assistant offense coach.
So good so far. Not good so far. I'm loving it so far. But this is the meat and potatoes of the coaching staff right here on the defensive side of the football. Can I go over this real quick, bro? All right. Patrick Graham, brought him back. Everyone knows that he had a few interviews to become a head coach. Elsewhere, Seattle was in the running. The Chargers wanted to bring him in to be, I believe, who was it? Jacksonville wanted to bring him in as a defensive coordinator. We canceled that out. I believe the Chargers were interested as well at some point. It's great to have the heart and soul of that defense back. I know a lot of people, Max Crosby. I'm talking about, coaching wise. To have the heart and soul, Patrick Graham there back is great. We got Gerald Alexander. Love it, love it, love it. Also, Mike Caldwell, another guy with some head experience, defensive coordinator out there in Jacksonville. I love the addition to him. Andre Carter, another great pickup for us, a pass rush specialist. Matt Feeney. It's kind of hard to see this. Assistant defensive backs. Rob Leonard, defensive line, got him back. Marcus Lewis, assistant linebackers. Ricky Manning Jr., corners. Josh Phillips, assistant defense. Rob Ryan got our senior defensive assistant back in the house. Love it. The players love him. Also, we got Tom McMahon, special teams coordinator. Who else? We got Cade. I can't even see it. Cade Rennings.
Yeah.
Assistant special teams. Darius Swinton II, assistant special teams. Also, strength and conditioning. We got AJ. We got DeAnthony. We got Deuce Gruden back. Man, he has survived everything up to this point. Everything up to this point, bro. Look, Deuce has to have dirt on everybody, doggy. I'm telling you. But I love it, man. I mean, if you see Deuce, this motherfucker swole up. But love to have Deuce Gruden back in the building. And then we got Rick Slade back also as assistant strength and conditioning coach. So I think this is a phenomenal coaching staff, man. There was one name that is missing that we all assume was going to be there, Hugh Jackson. He's not there. I'm actually cool with it. I know a lot of people were excited about bringing back, the former Raider head coach. Wasted says something kind of interesting the other day, and I want to get your opinion on this. Maybe Mark stepped in and didn't want to have anything to do with Hugh Jackson. How do you feel about that?
Look, you really don't want to go back in time and bring back things of the past. Like, you guys are trying to move forward in the right direction. So I kind of get it. And with the guys that we've brought in, especially on the offensive side, look at Joe Philbin, look at Marvin Lewis, and how much experience they have. Both former head coaches in the league. I'm good with it. I really am right now.
Yeah. Another name that did miss, did miss the staff, which is TN08 put in the chat, was Pep Hamilton. Another guy that we assume maybe come in and be the quarterback's coach. But hey, we didn't bring him or Hugh in. But we're running with what we got here, you guys, and I'm cool with it. I think that he's put together a pretty good coaching staff year one as the official head coach. So we shall see come September how this looks. Salute to Victor, man. If the Raiders and Panthers beat the Saints next season, I was going to bring this up. It's funny you brought that up. Carr will be the first QB to lose to all 32 teams. Wild to think about. Big fan Raiders. Well, let me say this also. That's also a bad light on the Raiders. You know what I'm saying? So it definitely makes DC look bad, but it also reminds everybody that the Raiders lost a lot of football with Derek Carr in the building. So it goes both ways, brother. You know what I mean? Definitely a knock on DC, but it's definitely a knock on our organization as well. So let's just hope that we beat them in Carolina. Carolina beat twice. Because
you mentioned that in regards to the losses, and shout out to John Corrigan, aka Hug D. He sent me a message earlier. Most losses in the NFL over the last 20 years.
Yes.
We are second.
Yes.
Second with 215 losses.
Yep. I literally just saved that too. Salute to Hug. I saved that right here. Boom. Most losses in the NFL, only behind Cleveland by 6 losses, man. It's bad, man. We got to get back in that winning column this year, and we got to start having that sustainable success where year in and year out, we just we're stockpiling W's, man, because I hate to be on those kind of lists. But real quick, man, salute to everybody in the chat, man. Wipe them feet, y'all. Break them thumbs. Hit that subscribe button. Let us know in the comment section how you feel thus far about this coaching staff. Well, not thus far. That is our coaching staff for the upcoming season. Also, you guys, we're going to bring Stu on here in a minute. We're going to go over our schedule. We're going to do a schedule guesstimate, all three of us. And I want you guys to help us in the chat also. We're going to guess where our schedule falls before the schedule actually comes out. We know our opponents. We just don't know the dates. So we're going to go week by week from week 1 up to week 17. What was it? 17, right? 18. We're going to go through the whole thing. And I want you guys to keep up with us also, man. If you guys can, do it week by week with us. Put in the comments section where you have us. Also, you guys, salary cap. I don't know if I know we're kind of behind. I took the last 3 or 4 days off, but Ian Rappaport put a tweet out the other day, little bro, and I'm gonna hand it over to you after this. Salary cap news. The NFL announced that the 2024 salary cap will be $255.4 million per club, with an additional $74 million per club payment for player benefits, which includes performance-based pay and benefits for retired players. Total 2024 player costs will be $329.4 million per club, or more than $10.5 billion league-wide. The unprecedented $30 million increase per club in this year's salary cap is the result of the full repayment of all amounts advanced by the clubs and deferred by the players during the COVID pandemic, as well as an extraordinary increase in media revenue for the 2024 season. So this does add some additional revenue to what we got going on, but it also adds additional revenue to every other team in the NFL. And I'm excited about this, you guys, because we are now one of those teams that a lot of players want to come to because of our head coach, because of the headquarters and the facilities that we have, the city, the no state tax. But this also, Hammer, this allows the Kansas City Chiefs to potentially bring back the likes of a Chris Jones, maybe work something out with Snead. Maybe they can keep both those guys in the building. How do you feel about, the additional salary cap, what it's going to do for all organizations in the NFL? And how do you feel? Actually, I want you to go over how much money we have right now and give us kind of a taste of what we're looking to in the free agency.
So the adjusted salary cap as it stands right now for us is it's $266,918,000. The active contracts right now on the books is $199.6 million. Dead cap is 15. Rollover is 11. As it stands right now, the estimated cap space for all is 52.2. The estimated cap space for top 51 is 55.4. That's where it stands right now. But again, Garoppolo's money has not been taken off the books yet, as we haven't released them. And also,
that track, I believe, has it there, right? And over the cap doesn't, because over the cap has us like what, 41, 42, I believe.
Yeah, at 41. So if that's the case, then yeah, right now it's. But I could have sworn, at least with Spot Track, it's been 55 for the longest time, because that was.
Well, over the cap has it at 55. Over the cap has it there. So I'm assuming that they took the Jimmy G money off the books already.
I don't know. I don't think so, because I just did math on this a couple of days ago when we did the live, and I put in, what was it, Garoppolo's money, which would put us at about 67. Then I added on what's his face, Renfro, 67. Yes. Now put us at 75. And now this extra money now with this new cap, we're probably going to be well over $80 million, $85 million, if I remember correctly, when it comes to free agency. But also take into consideration $5 million being allocated to the draft. So if we're at about 85,
could be more than that. Could be more than that. Yeah. Straight up, or if you move back, pick up some additional picks, it could be. I'm assuming somewhere closer to 7 to 10 million, but you could be right. You could be right.
Well, we'll see. We shall see. I'm happy with it because I think it's going to open up the possibilities for us. But again, like you mentioned, other teams like the Chiefs. Yesterday, the news broke with the Saints that Derek Carr restructured his contract, freeing up about $23.5 million for them.
They do this every year.
Who's to say that somebody like, I still don't know. I don't believe it'll happen. But if Patrick Mahomes wants some of these guys back, that he'll restructure his as well.
Yeah.
And they still need a ton of help as well. Regardless of them winning the Super Bowl, they still need a ton of help as well. So
the thing I'm worried about the Kansas City Chiefs, little bro, right now is because they built to the draft. They went and got the Leo Chanels, the William Gays. They went and got Trent McDuffie. They got all these guys. Snead in the 4th round right after Meek went. they have a full draft class. So
but go in the 7th round.
Bro, there you go. So free agency, I mean, I'm not worried about free agency. They may lose a few players, but they've drafted well these past few seasons. I mean, you can go back to when they got Patrick Mahomes. They have drafted really well. So I'm more worried about where they draft. I'm not really worried too much about Chris Jones because I know Chris Jones is a top 3 defensive tackle in the NFL. I mean, you could put him at 1 if you want. A lot of people would. But I do believe that they can draft his replacement if they do it early on, in which I do believe they're going to get a receiver in round 1. I could be wrong. They may try to beef up that O-line a little bit, but I do believe they're going to go get a receiver, the likes of a Keon Coleman out of Florida State. One of those guys in the later round. I can see that. But I'm worried about them drafting this year, man. And then now that the additional income, they may be able to keep some of the guys around. They're still going to be the gold standard. We gotta be able to compete with these guys. We have to draft well, and we definitely have to attack free agency full swing. But we're going to have, like you said, north potentially of 80 million. If we restructure, we can restructure Colton. We can restructure Max Crosby. We can push some of that Tay money back. There's a few things that we can do in terms of these restructures. And then also letting go of the likes of people like Brandon Faison, creating a couple extra $1 million, and then there's also, you guys, we didn't really think about this, letting some of these free agents walk and getting some comp picks. We could potentially get a comp pick for Josh Jacobs if he walks and we don't get someone in comparison to him.
I saw your tweet, and I want to beat my head through the wall when I saw that this morning.
We're going to save that. Save that for last. Save it for last because we're going to talk about this. But
you know what? Here's something else to think about in regards to that money. And shout out to, oh my God, Raider Scout.
Yes. Salute to my guy. And he'll be back on the show. We just got done talking. We're going to get him back on the show here soon too. So
he put a tweet out in regards to Malcolm Kuntz yesterday, which I absolutely love this idea. He's going into the final year of his contract. Why not give this dude an extension right now for 4 years? He just got hit. There you go.
Holy shit, free thinker. Bro, why did it take me this long to figure that out? Wow.
Graphk was today years old.
Bro, you are the GOAT, bro. Holy shit. My bad, bro. Continue. My apologies.
Kuntz going into the final year of his contract, and this is a guy that all of a sudden had a breakout 3 years into the league under Patrick Graham and Antonio Pierce as a head coach. And we've talked about, hey, we don't need an edge rusher right now. We need to more focus on the interior D-line. I love Scout's idea. I love his thought process in regards to Kuntz. 4-year, $24 million extension.
$6 million a year.
Perfect.
I don't know if he's going to take that, though, because his agent may say, we may bet on you a little bit.
Last year? Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, but I know Malcolm would love. I've talked to him numerous times. I've seen him at events. I know that he would love to play with the Raiders. He'd love to stay where he was drafted. But $6 million a year for a potential top number 2 edge rusher in the league. I mean, he could be in that top 5 if he continues that trajectory upwards from last year where he had 8 sacks.
Shit, I'll give him a 4-year, $2 million deal.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, okay, but then look, if you visit Malcolm Kuntz's, his contract right now, you got to look at Robert Spillane. 1 more year left on his deal. Mm-hmm. Then you got to start looking at, is Divine Diablo coming back? Are we going to bring Nate Hobbs back? I know he has a little bit of time left on his contract. We got to start looking at a bunch of these other guys on the defensive side of the football. Shit, man, in a minute, we're going to have to re-up Colton Miller. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm all for looking at Malcolm Kuntz's contract, but I would try to get through at least mid-season, see where he is. And if he's still balling at the clip that he was last year, I'm definitely trying to bring him back. But I don't think he would accept something like that. I seen what Lil Bro said on Twitter. I just have to beg to differ. I think he's going to wait it out a little bit and build up, that equity. And I think if he ever does hit free agency, somebody will pay him a shit ton of money because of what he did last year. And hopefully that trend continues this upcoming season. Salute to Ocean Boy. The upcoming free agency period is important for our team as we can address needs on the offensive line and the defense. This will also give us a clearer idea of potential actions in the draft. Ocean Boy with the haymaker. Salute to you on the $10 donation as well, my brother. Salute to Qua. Salute soldiers. Oh, Goodell helping the Chiefs with the unbelievable salary cap raise. And, I'm going to be real. My conspiracy theorist, I had to put that on. I thought about that as well. Let's make it work. Jones is done deal now. Let's get 2 for 1 with Williams and Payne or Wilkins. I don't think Justin's going to – Baltimore's not letting him go.
They're going to tag him.
They're going to tag him. They're not letting him go.
And no news has broke recently in regards to any players being franchise tagged yet, as the window just opened a couple of days ago. But I definitely am like a firm believer right now as it pertains to Justin Matabuki that he's probably going to get franchise tagged.
Oh, yeah. They're not playing. They're not playing. And if anything, Baltimore, why wouldn't they franchise him and then trade him, at least get something for him? You know what I'm saying? But they're not going to do that. He's a premier pass rusher right now. He could do it all. There's no way in hell they don't pay this guy. They need to pay him. But salute to Quad. I'm with you on that. I'm down to double dip at the defensive tackle position. Definitely. Salute, man. Let me see. T. Higgins got tagged yesterday. Yes. But Red Eye, I'm going to be honest. I think this is more of a tag and trade type situation. Cincinnati's not going to have the money to keep both those guys around. What is it, like $23 million or something like that for the tag for T. Higgins? And mind you, the guy on the other side, Jamar Chase, is about to get a shit ton of money. Him and Justin Jefferson are going to reset the market when it comes to receivers. So I do believe that Cincinnati, this is kind of a tag. You're it. Let's keep him. I think maybe Carolina. He played his college ball, at Clemson and South Carolina. He's from, I believe, the Tennessee area. So it's kind of like a homecoming of sorts. Don't get me wrong. I don't think that T. Higgins would ball the way he did out there, with the Bryce, at quarterback. But I think it makes sense for him financially to go to Carolina, be that true number one, give Bryce that true number one, and beef up that O-line. You know what I mean? But I think that they're going to end up trading him. I do believe this is kind of a tag and trade type situation. Cincinnati can go get his replacement in the draft. This is a deep wide receiver class. I think Tyler Boyd's a free agent as well. You know what I mean? So they're going to have to get a few guys at some point. So
$21.8 million fully guaranteed for T. Higgins being franchise tag.
There you go.
I didn't even realize, like, he's as it stands right now, he's the only player that's been franchise tagged so far.
Yeah, and to be real, man, I think teams are going to start trying to some teams are going to do this because it's beneficial for them. Like, Higgins can't go anywhere now unless they trade him, which I think they will. But I'm actually kind of shocked that there wasn't more guys franchised when the tag window opened. I think that some teams are kind of trying to get away from the franchise tag. I'll be honest, man. I think the NFL should get rid of that shit, bro. I do. I know it's going to be around regardless, but man, let these guys, man, go out there and get the biggest deals that they can find. And if it's because a respective team can't afford them, look, man, this is why GMs get paid the big bucks. You got to be able to say, I want this guy long term. Let's wrap that up. Josh Jacobs shouldn't be in the situation that he's in. He came off of a career year, a year past. He should have got a nice deal. I know where the running back market is. It's not the same as it once was. But a lot of these guys, man, they deserve to get that bag. And T. Higgins, man, I'm going to be totally real with you, bro. Like 21.8 is a great amount of money. But he deserves a lot of guaranteed money the way he's played in Cincinnati. This dude is a true number one wide receiver, Hammer. Like, if he goes anywhere else, he's going to be the number one guy. I've
had T on fantasy teams a couple of times over the last few years, and his numbers week in, week out, and I know I'm talking fantasy, but like his regular season stats, they're just always consistent and always solid when he's healthy. Like, he deserves that money right now.
Yeah, no, definitely. Salute to everybody here in the building, man. We talked about the salary cap. We got some additional money. I know a lot of people are looking at this as we got an additional $30 million. That's not how it works, Hammer. I believe we got an additional, was it 15 to use in free agency, I believe?
15 and 20 to play with for us.
Somewhere along those lines. It's not an additional 30 completely. I believe I read somewhere it was like somewhere in that 15 to 17 range. I could be wrong. Don't quote me on that, but hey, man, I'm excited. We got some extra money. We're going to move on from Jimmy here soon. We'll get that money back. We'll get that bonus off the books as well. That saves us, I believe roughly $12 million, somewhere in that range. And then also, man, we're going to move on from Hunter Renfrow at some point here in the near future. That'll free up some cap space also so we can continue to build the defensive side of the football. Salute, man, everybody in the building. Let's talk about it, man. I don't know if I know you've seen this. Also, a big-time player that spent his entire career with the Miami Dolphins, Pro Bowl, all-pro talent. I know he's 31 years old, I believe. Pro Football Network put where's the best landing spot for former Dolphins corner, Xavier Howard. Best landing spots, Raiders was number 1, Texans number 2. Minnesota number 3, the Rams number 4, Commanders number 5. I know a lot of people keep saying he's always hurt and blah, blah, blah. Yeah, he had some injuries last year, but he was still really good in coverage last year when he was out there. Hammer, like really good. And he's a perfect fit. He fits this scheme perfectly with what we're doing. He had some time in Miami under Patrick Graham. Graham was out there in Miami with him. Jared Alexander. Also, there's a lot of familiarity here. I think this is a guy that can come in day one, be that guy opposite of Jack Jones with Hobbs in the slot. That can potentially create one of the best corner trios in the NFL, man. What do you think about bringing in the likes of Xavier Howard, and how much would you pay for the services of him? Like I said, 31 years old. He's not the same player he once was, but he's still playing at a high clip when healthy. What do you think about bringing in the likes of Xavier Howard?
That's the one thing that I'm taking into consideration right off the bat is what his value is going to be before I say, hey, like, let's get him. Because you saw what we did this past season with the likes of bringing in a vet, and it was a vet that just didn't seem to give a shit about football anymore in Marcus Peters. I don't want that type of energy again. I definitely want to see what this guy's market value is before I could fully assess. But like, if we were able to sign him, yeah, I would love that. Having him, having Jack Jones and Nate Hobbs, and then it's just a matter of, do we need to really get a corner in this upcoming draft? We got Jacorian Bennett. I know he's kind of still a bit of a work in progress, but do we just say, no, let's load up in these other holes that we need to fill, as opposed to getting another corner in this upcoming draft?
Yeah. Me personally, man, I would take a flyer on Xavier. I'd bring him in.
I'm trying to see what it is now.
It's not going to cost you the money that you would bring in a potential Jalen Johnson, which is definitely a better option, but the price tag is crazy. Snead's going to be $20 million. That's insane. I'd personally rather bring in a Xavier Howard, a guy that can come in and help develop Jacorian Bennett. I'm not giving up on Jacorian Bennett, our 4th round pick last year. I think he has a lot of traits where he can be one of those better corners in this league. He's quick. He's pretty good at cover. I know he went through his bumps and bruises last year, but I think he'll only get better. I think this would be a move to bring in Xavier Howard for maybe a 2-year deal, you know what I mean? And maybe a second year be a team option. You know, I think he's going to take the biggest deal he can get somewhere else. I mean, to be real with you, he's going to go get his money, because Xavier Howard's about his bag. If not, he would have stayed in Miami. He could have restructured his deal and stuck around and stayed there for the rest of his career.
His base was 15.4 mil. That's why I'm like, what are we doing here? Like, what would we be willing to offer? What would be a fair price in bringing him here? That's my concern. I love his game, but money is like the money. I know we're going to have the cap space, but we have other things to tend to and other things to focus on for this defense, for this offense, and potentially bringing back Josh Jacobs as well. So we got to see.
So let me ask you this. How would you feel in free agency if we ended up with a Xavier Howard and a Leonard Williams? Because I think AP has always said, right, everybody's not meant to be a Raider. I think both of these guys are hard-nosed football players. I think they both have that Raider edge to them. Leonard Williams grew up a Raider fan. We've talked about that a million times. How would you feel if we ended up with a Leonard Williams and a Xavier Howard?
Get the two of them, but also bring in another Dolphin, Robert Hunt, and make him our starting right guard. And I'm done. I'm done with free agency.
So we're gonna do this, right? We're on the same shit, right? On the same sheet of music. Because look what I did right there. Hunt. There's also a guy that I would bring in, because I know a lot of people would disagree with this, but, you know, familiarity. He was there with Patrick Graham, or well, not with Patrick Graham, but he was there with the Chargers with Tom Telesco. A lot of people don't remember that Tyrod Taylor lost his job because of that needle incident, right?
Fucking up.
Yeah. So, you know, he lost his job, and then Justin Herbert took over, and the rest is history. But Tom Telesco brought in Tyrod Taylor, I believe in 2021, somewhere along those lines, when Herbert took over as QB1. But I would bring him in as the clip holder, bro. I would bring him in as that veteran guy, because I think we're going to bring in a more of a mobile guy. If we do go trade for Jaden Daniels, I'm all for having a Tyrod Taylor sitting there and teaching him the game. He's up there in age. I think he's like 35 or some shit, but somewhere around there. But I would bring him in, a guy that's been mobile, kind of a dual threat in his time in the NFL. I'm not saying it's a great option. I'm just saying a veteran that started. He started for the Giants last year, lost his job to Tony DeVito. I mean, shit, but I mean Tommy DeVito, whatever the hell his name is. But yeah, you know what I mean. But that would be a guy that I would look at bringing in because Tom Telesco has the history with him and a guy that has started some games for you before. I tell you right now, I'd rather have him than a Brian Hoyer.
There's another quarterback that they're talking about right now. I was reading an article early this morning that this guy's a vet. This guy's a bit of a journeyman as a backup, but seen him do a good job when his number's called, and that's Jacoby Brissett. They've talked about his consistency, his strong arm, and saying that he could potentially be that bridge gap for the Raiders this coming season. So
no.
I'm not sitting here like, yeah, let's do that, because Jacoby Brissett might have been a guy that we talked about maybe 2-3 years ago.
Josh McDaniels for sure.
Yeah, but now, no, I don't see that happening.
If it comes down to that, I'm running with Aiden again. It is what it is. I'd rather run with Aiden over Jacoby Brissett. Salute to Darnell, man. Yo, Graphk, the cigar and whiskey thing is legit. Woodson whiskey. Raiders. Salute to my guy. Let's get these supers in real fast. Salute to Darnell on the $5. Also, man, salute to, let me see, our family, Debbie Cakes on a $10 donation. When was the last time y'all been this excited for an upcoming season? It's been forever. I was born and raised a Raider fan since 1975. Wouldn't have it the end of the way. Let's get this shit. Salute to Debbie. I'm excited too, because all this money we got to play with in a whole draft class, it's going to get interesting these next few weeks, Debbie. Stay tuned. Stay tuned. Salute to you. Salute to O as well. I'd rather bring in Howard instead of drafting one in the first. Also, I don't want Byron Murphy in the first, which every mock draft has given us. It pisses me off. Well, there's a lot of other mock drafts that have us taking Arnold, the corner out of Alabama. There's other ones with us taking J.J. McCarthy. So I don't think every mock draft has us taking Byron Murphy, bro. I'm gonna be real with you.
And I'll tell you right now, messing around with these mock drafts earlier this week with PFF, the rankings have changed ridiculously. Now they have Tavondre Sweat is like the 6th or 7th best defensive tackle in this draft class, and have him ranked at 90th amongst all draft prospects right now. So he's dropped down to like the 4th round. I'm like, 5th round, really. I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
Murphy?
No, Tavondre Sweat.
Wait until the combine, bro. Wait until next weekend. Watch what he does. Sweat is going to go up a lot of people's mock draft boards. He'll probably be a late 1st round, maybe early second round talent. I'm telling you, that is one guy that I'm looking at when I get out there to the draft. To the combine next week. Very close. Sweat is going to kill them. He's going to kill the combine, bro. He's only going to go up people's boards. So, fellas, I do think we need to bring in other quarterbacks, but I believe Aiden is going to approach camp in preseason on fire. I agree, bro. I agree. I think that Aiden is approaching this offseason as he's the guy, and he doesn't want to lose his job. So there's going to be a fire definitely lit up under his ass. I'm excited to see where Aiden O'Connell goes this offseason in terms of getting his body together, working on his game, and maybe utilizing his legs a little bit more, man. We shall see. Salute to J-Row. I like this question, man. Salute to Axe. My G's, who are the 3 must re-sign guys on the team now? Love the content. Now, are you talking about, Axe, in terms of people that are free agents that are on our team? I have 3. I don't really have must-sign guys, but I have 3 that I would bring back particularly, right? If Josh comes back for a really, really nice hometown discount, and I'm talking about a Miles Sanders type contract that he took with Carolina, 6.5 a year type shit, I'm bringing back Josh Jacobs. I'm sorry. It just is what it is, bro. He's coming off of a down seat. Bro, and 13, I think he played, 13 games last year? 14 games? He had 800 yards. He missed 4 games. Zeus had almost 400 yards in 4 games. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that he can continue that. I'm just saying he had half the production in 4 games. I don't want to pay Josh a shit ton of money. I'm sorry. But I go with Josh Jacobs, and that's one of my favorite Raiders. Period. Amik, I would bring him back because I think we need as much, as much help as we can in the corner room. Bring back Amik. He's played really well for us at times. He's played really bad for us at times. But he's a dog. He's a player that the coaching staff loves. Bring back Amik. And then I'm looking at Jermaine Illuminor, a guy that, may not be the starting right tackle, maybe not even be the starting right guard, but a guy that can give you starting minutes if possible. I know the Giants are very interested in bringing him in. Carmen Brasillo's out there as the offensive line coach. He actually talked about kind of been flirting with Cincinnati. We talked about that, right? They need a right tackle or potentially, that right side to clean up over there for Burrow. But and there you go, AC, another one, Adam Butler. another guy that you could bring in, another veteran at the defensive tackle position to help these young guys, the Byron Youngs of the world, Tyree Wilson, and potentially another defensive tackle that we bring in through the draft. So another guy that can, help them with their, with their development. So yeah, Adam Butler as well. But I'm looking at Jermaine. We still got to have some type of continuity on the O-line. I would bring back Jermaine if it didn't cost us a shit ton of money, and Josh, and like I said, Amik. Is there any guys that you're looking at in particular, bro? Like must re-sign guys?
Josh. No, Josh is definitely one. And right now, like you're talking about like $6 million a year. I don't think that's going to fly. His market value as it stands right now is about roughly close to what he made being tagged. Actually, about $400,000 less. He's at 10.7.
Yeah.
Look, I'll lock him in and I'll give him the 11. I'll lock him in for a 3-year, $33 million deal with about 22 to 24 mil guaranteed. There's no way he doesn't take that.
Okay. No, we're good. I see some people saying Andre James. I don't know if you've seen the tweet. Did you see the tweet that Mitch put out there?
No, so, I didn't get a chance to.
He did say, and mind you guys, he did say per source, he's close with Andre James. He talks to Andre James. So I'm assuming, I'm not putting it out there and trying to put any dirt on my brother Mitch's name, but it looks as though we're moving on from Andre James. That's what he said he heard at Super Bowl, and he heard it from a Raiders player. So I'm assuming it's Andre James. So I don't think we're moving. I think we're moving on from him. And what he also said in the tweet was we're moving Parham over to center. So we may have to go get 2 guards in this upcoming draft. And this is a guard-heavy draft. So I'm okay with that.
I'll take BB. And again, just get Robert Hunt.
Yeah, there you go. You got 2 starters right there.
There you go.
Yeah, I'm good with that. The one says Roa Zamir in the 5th round. I love it. And there's some great running backs in this draft that you can get in the later rounds. I'm telling you, bro, like we've talked about Ray Davis out of Kentucky. We've talked about all these other names. There is some guys that we could potentially bring in. 2 rookie deals at the running back position. It's a young position now. I think that some of these running backs are going to be very upset with how the market falls. Saquon Barkley, he's dealt with some injuries. I think he's going to be pissed, even though he may get like a few-year deal, which he'd be happy.
Saquon's going to Dallas.
I can see that. Or potentially the Chargers. If they free up some cap space and get rid of some guys, I can see them bringing Saquon Barkley.
Or Baltimore.
I think Derrick Henry goes to Baltimore.
Really?
Yeah. I think Henry ends up in Baltimore, bro. I think that they continue building that juggernaut that they have out there in Baltimore, and they say, we're not going to fuck around. Derrick Henry had a down year and still had over 1,000 yards rushing. Like, he's still running the ball effectively. So I do believe Baltimore is going to look at him. But I always said if Josh moves on, it's Dallas. If we do not re-sign him, I'm telling y'all now, from Tulsa, I believe that area, not too far from out here, I believe he goes to Dallas if Josh Jacobs is not retained. And yes, that is another guy. Let me see. There was a great Isaiah Davis is one. We talked about him before, Nocturne, from a smaller school. That's why he's not really gaining a lot of traction. But as the combine comes and goes, and then the draft process gets closer, he's a name to keep an eye on. And I believe he had like 18 touchdowns this past season. And the one also, Braylon Allen, Wisconsin, a guy that is a dog, big body running back. Last year, they tried to do like this running back by committee out there in Wisconsin. The other back went down, got hurt, and Braylon Allen was cooking. But the 2 years prior to that, he was like their lone back, and he was cooking. He is another guy that I'm looking at to kill the combine this upcoming weekend, next weekend, and he's going to be a guy that's going to be high on a lot of guys' draft boards in terms of the running back position. And then Frank Gore Jr., I think he ends up with the Niners. I just have this feeling that his dad played there for many years. They can use another back, you know what I'm saying, to help, Christian McCaffrey out there in Santa Clara. I think Frank Gore ends up being a Niner, man. Salute to Ben. You are right about AOC. I hear he's focused on speed training in Vegas. Our QB room will be lit. I don't know if you guys seen. Salute to Ben on the $5 donation. This guy looks a lot different. Looks like a lot more slimmer. Did you see that video of him and Derek Carr meeting up at that volleyball tournament or something like that? He's a lot slimmer. He has been working on his game, and Stu pops up in a minute. Maybe we can get an update also on AOC in his offseason as well. And I'll be out there, you guys, next week. We're going to the Purdue and Michigan State game. I know a lot of people are going to be out there that are familiar with Aiden O'Connell. I'm going to try and pick as many minds, as many brains as I can about the kid Aiden O'Connell, man. So salute the road. Why is no one realizing that JJ and Zeus are the same backs style-wise? And style-wise, we need a scat back. Hey, man, I'm telling you now, bro, people are going to start realizing that a lot more. And this is the thing. We all love Josh Jacobs. I'm not trying to say we don't want to bring Josh back, man. It just has to make sense. But people keep going back to these big plays, splash plays, right? There's not a lot of them, you guys. A lot of people going back to the 60-yard run against the Chiefs last season, right? We went up 14-0 on them early in the game. He averaged 3.5 yards per carry, I believe, last year. Hammer?
3.5,
like,
yeah.
I want to go younger than that. And he's what, 26? 25,
Yep.
26?
Yep.
Just look, I love Josh. If it makes sense, definitely bring him back. And I do think he'll be back because of AP and the connection there. But you're right, bro. And salute to Farrell, man. Hey, bro, I know you're kind of going off of, let me see, where is that? George Halani, too. We talked about him, Rube, also. George Halani out of Boise. Where was that comment at? Braylon Allen is a spitting image of how Jonathan Taylor plays. Telling you. Hey, big body running back, dude. Go look at his tape. Hammer, I'm telling you. Bro, Braylon Allen's a dog, bro. I think he's like 6'2", 6'3", somewhere along the lines of that.
Yeah, a running back, that's kind of tall for a running back, too.
Hey, Derrick Henry's kind of tall for a running back.
That dude's just not a human.
Yeah, fact. No, man, I'm not bringing back Abdullah. He's getting up there in age. I think salute to him. I think he just got like a job in some type of movie or something, some big role in some movie. Salute to Abdullah, man. Yeah, I believe so. I think he got like a role in some type of movie with some big time actors. I don't know what it is, but I read something yesterday about him accepting a role for some type of movie. So salute to him, man. But I'm not bringing him back. Salute to Patrick, man. Any receivers we can draft. We need depth at receiver and rookie contracts. There's a shit ton of them. Hey, look at Rice.
I'll take him at the fourth round. I keep drafting him in about the fourth round. So that's kind of the guy right there for me.
A guy that originally played at Oregon, I believe, right? Hammer, didn't he transfer from Oregon to USC? I think he had like 700 yards receiving last year. Not a shit ton. Caleb spread the football around out there at USC, but I would definitely bring him in. Man. I would love to look at him in those mid rounds. I'm all for it because we're going to move on from Hunter Renfrow. DeAndre Carter's out of here. He signed a 1-year deal last year. He's up there in age, over 30 now. I'd move on from him. So we may need another guy that we can bring in, and I would love Rice. That pedigree, I would love to have him in Vegas, man. Salute to Patrick B. But there's also some other guys that we'll go over soon as well in terms of wide receivers because it's not that much of a needy position. So I'm all for going to get one, but if it's somewhere in that 4 to 6 range, I'm all for it. But I still want to continue to build the defense in that O-line. You can't miss out on Tom Telesco. What is his bread and butter, little bro? He loves O-line. He drafts a lot of O-line. And with the Chargers, he built that O-line up. I could see him targeting some guards, potentially targeting a tackle. I think we're going to approach the trenches a lot in this upcoming draft. Let me see. Yeah, and Thomas is nice too, Cap, but he's going to be gone early. He'll be gone early, bro. He may be a first round guy. I don't think he falls past the second round at all.
Who do you think? You're talking about Brian Thomas, the kid out of LSU?
He's a first round guy.
He's the fourth best receiver in this draft class as a standard.
Troy Franklin also he'll be gone potentially in the first round.
Yeah, he's fifth on that list.
I can see him going to the Chiefs, bro. I can see Franklin, that speedster out of Oregon, going to the Chiefs.
There's one dude that I am terrified that if he goes to the Chiefs, I'm really going to lose my shit, and that's going to be Xavier Worthy. That kid's speed is similar to Tyreek Hill. If he ends up going, I'll lose my shit.
Out of Texas. Those two names to keep an eye on, and Keon Coleman out of Florida State. I can definitely see that. Salute to Jason. Return specialist coming out of Oregon State. Like him a lot. I would definitely take a flyer on the kid out of Oregon State in the later rounds. In the 7th round, guy is a great special teams guy. Could be a punt returner for you. We're still good right now, right, little bro? We straight?
Yeah, we're good right now.
Okay. My apologies, guys. I'm back in the garage trying something different today. So if the Wi-Fi is a little off, be patient with me. I'm actually getting the extender this tomorrow. So we'll have some great Wi-Fi in the garage. And I'm getting more lighting as well. But we're coming back to the trenches in the garage. We're going to be moving and grooving in here, moving forward. John, and that's another guy I love out of Notre Dame. You already know I'm a Notre Dame guy. So
Fourth round.
I would love to have Audric.
That's another guy that's going to be like a late 4th, early 5th round pick.
I love it. Another guy that's a dog. He does have some limitations, but if we went that route, I wouldn't be mad. Wouldn't be upset at all. Let me see. Yeah, Ghost. Bro, I'm telling you, dog. I can see it. I can see it, man. He'll be a dog for those boys, man. Let me see. Salute to everybody here in the building, man. Salute to Dominique. Love the garage, man. Feels more genuine. Yeah, man. I just wanted to go back to organic, man. You know what I mean? But right now, we're going to have to deal a little bit with the Wi-Fi because I'm so far away from it. But it is what it is. We'll be cool. We talked about Xavier Howard. We talked about the coaching staff. We talked about the salary cap. Let's do our schedule guesstimate. You down to do this, little bro?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Salute to everybody here in the building. We want your guys' help with this. We're going to do a comparison between me and Hammer in terms of the schedule guesstimate, all right? And then when the schedule's released officially, date-wise, we'll compare, and maybe we'll do like a giveaway. Hammer, like whoever wins, we have to give a giveaway to one of you guys' subscribers or something like that. I think that'd be fun.
Sounds good.
One second. Hold on.
Yeah,
hold on.
All right. Don't bust that nut. We'll be right back. No, I'm joking. Oh, there it is.
Right back. Literally. All right, let me see. All right, let's get it rolling. And mind you guys, the next live I'll already have the extender and everything, so we'll be good to go. But mine's tripping right now.
Geek Squad has him covered.
All right. So
I'm trying to find the one that I had before. Here we go.
All right.
So let's leave this here for a sec. So you guys, for those that don't know exactly who our upcoming opponents for the 2024 season is, and we're going to go through these week 1 to week 18 and try to give you guys an idea of what our guesstimate is going to be of our opponents for the 2024 season. No torque.
Real quick. Salute to Kenny Mack. Yeah, we have to trim the fat. Love Jacobs, but we can't overpay. Re-sign the young talent. Spend on a starting quality guard. Spend the bread on a superstar defensive tackle. Agreed, Kenny. Agreed. Salute to you on the $5 donation. All right, let's get it rolling, man. Let's get it rolling. And once again, if it really tweaks out even more, I'll just go back to the green screen for the night until I get the extender. All right, let's start. Week 1. All right, we have all the opponents right here, you guys. Can you still hear me, little bro? We good?
Okay.
All right. So we got Denver twice, KC twice, Chargers twice. We know that. Browns, Steelers, Falcons, Carolina, Jacksonville at home. Road opponents, we got same teams in our division. Baltimore, New Orleans, Tampa Bay, Miami, Rams. All right, let's go over week 1. I already have my list. I want to know how you feel about this, and I want you to go right after, all right? So week 1, the Chiefs will be playing week 1. I have this feeling we're the last team to beat them. Everything kind of works itself out. They beat the Niners in our hometown. They beat them in Allegiant Stadium, right? I just think the narrative is there. Like, it's just our storyline is there. I think we play them that Thursday night against the Chiefs in Arrowhead. The last team to beat them in Arrowhead. Week 1, Thursday night football. Boom, Raiders Chiefs.
See, I didn't even think about us giving them the last loss at Arrowhead. I thought about the whole circumstances with them winning a Lombardi trophy in our house. All the things that Pierce has been saying over the last few weeks. So I was like, we'll have KC week 1, but it would be at Allegiant. Either way, I see us playing KC week 1 of the season. Whether we're away, whether we're at home, I have us playing the Chiefs in week 1.
Well, it has to be on the road because the Chiefs won, so they're at home.
But
remember last year we talked about that. Last year they played.
Yeah, but they won last year. But they played in Detroit in the season opener.
I thought they played in Kansas City, bro.
Oh, they played in Detroit, and that's why I was like, that's why I'm kind of like, I think that they would play at Allegiant week 1.
Okay. Well, either way, I got us play. I'd rather play them at Arrowhead week 1. The weather's nice. Yeah. Get it out the way. I don't want to do the whole winter thing, playing ball in December in that weather. Week 1, Arrowhead.
All right. So we both have KC week 1. Who do you got week 2?
Week 2, we go home. We play an upcoming team. Got the Falcons, the team that we face every 4 years. We play them week 2. Everybody knows we got the NFC South this year. Got the Falcons, man. Got whoever they bring in. I don't know who that's going to be. Is it Kirk Cousins? Is it one of these young guys in the draft? I don't know. But for some reason, I got us playing the Falcons week 2. So we're at home, or we're on the road week 1. Then we come home. We face Atlanta Falcons week 2. Upcoming team, Drake London. Bijan Robinson, Kyle Pitts, Raheem Morris. I just got a feeling week 2, we got the Atlanta Falcons.
I'm going to go a different route, and I think we're going to end up starting the season again with 2 away games. And this is going to be another interesting matchup. We're playing our old quarterback. I think we go to New Orleans week 2 and play the Saints.
Okay. Well, then you're saying that we're playing 2 back-to-back nationally televised games, because that is one of the biggest games this upcoming season.
You think it's going to be nationally televised?
Oh, come on. The storyline writes itself. Derek Carr, us playing in New Orleans, he's going to want that game really bad. Look, that's a nationally televised game.
Okay.
So that's 2 weeks back-to-back.
I have a feeling we're going to end up with a lot of nationally televised games this season. I really do.
Oh.
I think that energy in that locker room, that energy in the facility is definitely different right now. I think that eyes are going to be on us, whether people want to hear that or not, especially non-Raider fans. I know they don't want to hear that, but I think eyes are going to be on us this year. So I think we're going to probably get a lot. How many did we have last year? Like 5? Something like that?
Like
5 prime. I think we're going to probably be around that same ballpark, like 4 or 5 primetime games this season.
Okay, so I got Chiefs Falcons. You got Chiefs Saints.
Yep.
Week 3, we go on the road to LA. We got the Chargers week 3. So we finally face another division. Well, I can't say finally because it's week 3, but we have the Chargers in LA. So we stay close to home. So we go from Vegas to LA, back-to-back weeks, got the Chargers. How do you call week 3?
Home. Because like I said, I have our first 2 games being away. I would say that we either have. I'll go with the Chargers on this one. I'm thinking Denver, but I think I'll go with the Chargers at home for our first home opener.
So you're at home. I'm on the road. So we just swapped.
Yep.
Okay. So either way, we got the Chargers. I got them on the road. Hammer has them at home. Week 4, Sunday Night Football. They run it back again this year, Hammer. We get our old division rival, the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Again?
Yep.
Oh, God. Why?
Mm-hmm. They're going to upgrade the quarterback position. There's no Kenny Pickett. None of that shit. Potentially Russell Wilson. Potentially one of these young guys. We have them week 4 in Sunday Night Football at home.
God help me. You know what? Was there last year for it. Was pissed seeing all those towels in the fucking stadium.
When I was in the room throwing up.
Bro, you stranded your big brother, your little brother.
Yeah, I was fucked.
You were gone. But I already have us playing the Chargers as our home opener. You know what? We have back-to-back home games on. We have
So you got
home Chargers and then Steelers in back-to-back weeks at home.
Okay.
That's where I'm going with it. Why is this shit not moving?
And I'm looking right now. The Chiefs played at home, bro. Week 1 last year.
They played at Arrowhead? I could have sworn they played in Detroit.
Nope. So you got that. Okay. So I got the Steelers, and you had who'd you have?
Steelers.
Okay. So we're doing the same. All right. Now we head to the road. Back-to-back weeks. We good still? Can you at least hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. We're going to Tampa Bay to face Baker Mayfield. Looks as though to extend him, keep him around. Week 5, we got the Bucs. It looks like this may be the first year they had without Mike Evans for the first time in forever. I got Tampa Bay, week 5 on the road.
I like that. I was thinking about like looking at these away games. I was thinking that there was going to be a possibility where we get a back-to-back, potentially like just in Florida. So I could have went either way with this. It could be the Bucs and the Dolphins, or the Dolphins and the Bucs. But I kind of see us being away back-to-back in Florida for those 2 games. So I'll probably stay with Tampa on this and then go Miami the very next week.
Ding, 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 ding. Same thing with me. Back to back. We stay in Florida. You know what I mean? There's no real reason to move around. I mean, they may come home for a few days, but I got week 5, week 6 at Bucs, at Dolphins. Week 7, we come home. We face the worst team in the NFL last season. We got the Carolina Panthers at home at Allegiant Stadium. Week 7.
I don't know. I think things are going to be different. Not saying that we're going to catch a L or anything, but different coaching staff, maybe somebody that can finally get this kid acclimated to the league the correct way in Bryce Young. I like that, though. That'd be very interesting to see how that plays out. Why the fuck? I'm hating this. I'm putting this shit on an Excel file for us just so it's something to look back at, and it's being very difficult right now.
Now, last year, I see some people saying we have a bye week 8. Last year, I think we had a week 13.
Yeah. We had it late.
Yeah, it's a little tough. Who you got, man? I got Panthers.
If we're going back home, Denver.
Okay. So you got Denver. I got the Panthers. Week 8, we stay back home. Back-to-back weeks. We got a team that made the playoffs last year, without the starting quarterback. Number 1 defense in the league pretty much all last season. Back-to-back weeks at home. Week 7, Panthers. Week 8, we got the Browns.
Damn.
Back-to-back at Allegiant Stadium.
Yeah, let's see if Deshaun Watson can stay that healthy that deep into the season. I was playing Cincy.
Okay.
So
you got Cincy. Week 9, I got a bye. Back-to-back road games, back-to-back home games. We get a bye. We strike early this year, finally. You know what I mean? We retool for the big game that I got week 10. So week 9, I have a bye. What do you got?
So you have a bye there?
Yeah.
Damn. Let's see. I think the bye
gifted the early bye.
I think the bye is going to be probably after week 11. So I just had us going to Cincy. I think we come back home and we have. I'm going to go with the Falcons here.
Okay. I can see that. All right. So I got the bye week. Coming off the bye week, we go into week 10, nationally televised game at the New Orleans Saints, where we face Derek Carr, our former number 1 quarterback. As every one of our records, I got week 10 at the Saints, Sunday Night Football, nationally televised under the big lights.
I'm going by here.
And cheers to the nation.
I'm going by at 10, 11. I will come up with something. So we already have 1, 2, 3, 4. I got 5 away games so far.
What do you have week 10? Would you have it?
Bye.
Okay. So you got the bye. All right. We stay on the road. We go from New Orleans to one of our divisional rivals. We head out to Mile High, week 11, to face the Broncos and whoever is their quarterback at the time. And Sean Payton in that revamped Denver team. I don't know what revamp means. I don't know what they're trying to do that roster. It seems like Sean Payton's kind of trying to, you know what I mean? Tear it all down and build it back up. But I got us going on the road week 11 after facing the Saints. We go into Mile High to face the Broncos.
I'm pretty sure that they said that pretty much everybody on that team was disposable except for Patrick Surtain. And there's reports out there now that Judy may end up being traded, another one just to free up cap space for the Broncos.
Okay.
They
I can
do-
see him.
they
He
do
was
have-
a potential. Yeah.
Say that again?
He was a potential cut last year, or a potential trade candidate at the trade deadline. So I can see it.
I don't know why this shit keeps on us. Whatever, fuck it.
Who you got at week 11?
Week 11, I am going. Where was I last? We played Atlanta at home in week 9. We went on the bye in 10. I'm going with the Rams in LA.
Okay. Write that down. All right. We get back-to-back home games here. Week 12, we face Trevor Lawrence and Doug Peterson at our home. Week 12, we got the Jacksonville Jaguars to finish our Florida run.
And that's at home. I feel like I had so many more home games already, and I could be wrong about that. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, I have 4 of them. I'm gonna go after the Rams. After the Rams, I think we are gonna be home for. You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna put Jacksonville. Jacksonville.
All right. Week 13. Week 13. Monday Night Football. We are home. And we finally beat the Kansas City Chiefs at our place. Week 13, Monday Night Football, Kansas City Chiefs at our home.
I was going to go with the Chiefs after the Rams, but this one kind of makes more sense. All right, so we're locked in there.
You got Chiefs too?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right. Week 14. So the good thing is we go back-to-back home games on mine. Week 12, week 13, Jags and Chiefs. We kind of stay home. West Coast, we go to LA to face the Rams. Sean McVay, those guys played really well this last season. Matthew Stafford will be back. Aaron Donald's back. These guys are gonna they finally got some draft picks to work with. I got the Rams here, week 14 in LA at SoFi Stadium.
I have us going to Baltimore. I think we're going to have back-to-back weeks. You know how they like to mess around with this schedule, and they'll give us back-to-back difficult-ass opponents. I think Baltimore is going to be back-to-back after KC.
Okay. I can see that. All right, week 15, back at Allegiant Stadium. We got the Chargers. Week 15. And I like this little run right here that I have, and I did this deliberately. A whole bunch of conference games back-to-back with the playoffs on the line. So Chargers at home, week 15.
So I already had the Chargers at home week 3. I'll put them. This is fucking crazy. I'll put them here. Because you had the Rams. I got Baltimore.
I have Rams for week 14 at SoFi, week 15 home against the Chargers.
Shit. Yeah, I'm going to go with the Chargers that week. Okay. All fucking conference games. Shit could be very, very interesting at that point of the season. And everything could definitely matter at that point as well, especially the conference games.
Let's get it. Week 16, Sunday Night Football. We get another nationally televised game. And we go face the best team in the business last year, the Baltimore Ravens. So week 16, I got us in Baltimore, Sunday Night Football. Cold game, rainy game, potentially snowy game. End of the season at the Ravens, Sunday Night Football, week 16.
I'm putting Carolina here because I have not put Carolina on my schedule yet.
Okay. So you got Carolina week 16.
Yep.
Got you. All right. Week 17, we're still on the road, back-to-back. We played 2 teams in the same division. We're at Cincinnati, 2 cold winter games back-to-back. Baltimore, Cincinnati. Got Cincy week 17.
Jesus, that's going to see that. This schedule, looking at yours right now, looking at these next 1, 2, 3, these 5 games, fucking insane.
Salute to Mitch.
Yeah, that's a fucking incredibly difficult stretch. I got Carolina, so I had Denver at home already. We're going to Denver. Late in the season, we're going to Mile High.
Okay. I like that. Well, I like that you said we're going there late because week 18, we wrap this shit up the same way we did last year. We go ahead, go back home, and we punch ourselves a ticket into the playoffs at home against the Denver Broncos. Week 18.
Who do I have left on the fucking schedule? I'm looking through it right now. Who the hell did I not put in there?
One team I don't think that you mentioned. Did you say Chargers twice?
I did. I don't have Cleveland.
So you okay? So we okay. No, that's home. That's at home.
I'm sorry, we're finishing at home against Cleveland.
So last week of the season, we got the Cleveland Browns.
Yep.
All right. So let's go over them real quick. I know you got yours. So this is mine, you guys. Let me know how y'all feel in the comments section. Thursday night game, week 1 at Arrowhead, Kansas City Chiefs. Week 2, home, Atlanta Falcons. Week 3, road, LA Chargers. Week 4, home, Sunday night football game, Steelers. Week 5, week 6, back-to-back road games at Bucks, at Dolphins. Week 7, week 8, back home, little home stretch. We got the Panthers week 7, Browns week 8. Week 9, we get a bye week. Week 10, we're at the Saints, Sunday night football. Week 11, at the Broncos. Week 12, home against the Jags. Week 13, home game against the Chiefs, Monday night football. Week 14, at Rams. Week 15, home, Chargers. Week 16, Sunday night football at the Ravens. Week 17, at Bengals. Week 18, home, Broncos.
All right, so I got the Chiefs to start it off at Arrowhead, and then the next week we are away again in New Orleans. Home opener against the Chargers. The following week we have the Steelers at home. Then we do the Florida trip, Tampa, Miami. Then we play Denver at home. We go back to the East Coast to play Cincy. Then we are home against the Falcons. Bye week. Then we have the Rams, the Jags, the Chiefs, the Ravens, the Chargers, the Panthers, the Broncos, and the Broncos at Mile High, and then Cleveland at home.
All right, so this is what we're going to do because I know Waste is going to do one too. All right, we're going to do this. Whoever wins gets to pick a subscriber from their channel of their choice, and we have to send a jersey if they're picking to them. How about that? Whoever wins gets to pick. I get to say like Hug or Raider Kev or 805 Raider. Hammer, you got to send them a jersey. Or you say Hammer, or you say Graphk, so-and-so one, you got to send a jersey to this person. We cool?
I'm with it. Yeah, I'm with it.
All right. Y'all hear it here first, man. So whoever wins, we get to pick who gets a jersey. And one of you guys will be the lucky winner, and we'll make sure to send it your way. All right? We'll do it like that. So I'm going to leave some incentive here, man, to give our people. He said, thank God. I'm just going to, y'all don't set the schedule. Hey, man, look, we're having some fun, brother. We're having some fun, man. Salute to the boss. And thank God we don't either. Thank God. Salute to the boss. This is a little off track. My cousin, who's a Niner fan, challenged to a game of NFL Blitz. I'm running with Gannon Rod and Charles Woodson. It's a free super now, thanks to my little cousin. Salute to the boss of the $20 donation. I love it. I love it. I love it. And you guys, one of these games, go ahead.
No, I was going to say, we don't have any international games. It's already
at least that we don't know. Philly's going where?
They're going to Brazil.
Okay, but there's a few more other ones though, right?
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure that they had talked about some of these teams already. I don't think that we're in the running again this year for an international game because I was waiting when they said Brazil. I was kind of hoping and praying that we were going to get it, but no.
Okay. All right. Well, salute to everybody here in the building. Cap, we have on mine and Hammers, we have the Chiefs week 1 Thursday at their place. So that's what we have. We're hour in, you guys. Get some questions in. Once again, my apologies, you guys, to the Wi-Fi. I know it's kind of a little spotty today. I'm trying something different. I will be adding an extender out here, so the Wi-Fi be beautiful. I'm actually for the garage, so it's gonna be beautiful. And we're doing some sound canceling stuff in here as well, so you won't hear all the back and forth shit. So appreciate you guys as always. We good, little bro?
Straight? Yeah, we're good for now. Yeah, been in and out like once in a while.
All right, something different, man. And like I said, I'll take it back to the green screen if I have to.
Every time you talk about it, it tweaks. That's the funny shit. Every time you've mentioned it, it tweaks a little bit.
Oh shit. Torque strikes again. Graphk, you watched any Jordan Travis tape? Could be the guy in the 4th or 5th round. The young quarterback out of Florida State. You got any thoughts on Jordan Travis, man? I know he was dealing with an injury.
I haven't had a chance to look at him yet.
All right, do some homework on him, man. That guy's he's nice. He's nice. But I think if we end up going that route, I think we're in trouble. Let's just say that.
Yeah, so I went on PFN the other day, which I haven't used in a very, very long time, and I did another trade up with New England. This is going to blow your mind. First overall pick, the Bears took Marvin Harrison Jr. Washington took Drake May. I took Caleb Williams.
Shit. So you're saying there's a chance?
When I saw that, I kind of was like, this can't be real. I think I did send it to Hug These. So this was the overall draft class that I had. So I got Caleb Williams, McKinley Jackson, the D tackle out of Texas A&M in the 3rd round. I got Roger Rosengarten, the tackle out of Washington. I got Bo Leamer, the center out of Arkansas. I got Maurice Leafau, the linebacker out of Notre Dame. I got cornerback Nehemiah Pritchett, the corner out of Auburn. And then the final round, I got Carson Steele, the running back out of UCLA.
He's another sneaky running back in this draft, Carson Steele out of UCLA. Another guy that can potentially give you some real reps in year 1. Not against that, man. Salute to LV, our brother, man. Talk that shit, my guy.
LV, don't go anywhere, man. Don't go anywhere yet, because we're gonna do the giveaway before we wrap it up.
Oh well, look, we're gonna do this right now. Go ahead. We're already almost an hour and a half in. Go do your thing.
All right. So share screen. Let's do this real quick. The hell is that noise? All right. Let's shuffle this like 10 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And guys, we're doing this every month at the end of the month moving forward. And the winner is Latina Griffin. You are the newest winner. Our monthly Raider Nation News Today monthly giveaway. So congratulations to you. You guys know the socials if you're not following them already. Hammers.house, Hammers_house. Reach out to me and claim your prize. Congratulations. We can take that off the screen.
Salute to Griffin. I love it. And let me see. Juju Horn, we've talked about Peyton Wilson a lot. The young linebacker of North Carolina State. He's a dog.
Yep.
Yeah, he's a dog. Let me see. Salute to Frank, man. Appreciate the content, Graphk and Hammer. Living in the BA, there's no coverage of the Raiders whatsoever. Salute to you, family. What else you got for us before we get out of here, man?
Not a damn thing, guys. Subscribe. We're getting closer and closer to 9K. If you guys haven't already, Raider Nation News Today on YouTube, dropping content as much as possible. If there's something that breaks, you guys know I'll be there to drop it for you guys. Appreciate all your support. And again, I don't know if he's in here right now, but Taino Raider 16 on that phenomenal jersey. Thank you so much, my guy.
Salute to our brother Mitch, man. Appreciate you. We got to get you on again here soon as well, bro. Salute to my guy, and happy belated birthday to my brother Mitch as well. I know I sent you a text and all that good stuff, but happy birthday, brother. Hey, you want to do a mock on the way out? Let's do a mock on the way out.
Let's do it.
I know I'm a little spotty. But let's have some fun.
Hold up.
You guys want to do a mock? Let's do a mock on the way out. Let's do a mock. Let's see. Wipe them feet, y'all. Break them thumbs. Hit that subscribe button if you're not subscribed to both channels yet. Let me see. And I'm moving my lights and everything back into the house right now.
You want to do it, or you want me to pull it up?
Pull it up. Go ahead, bro.
Gotcha.
Let me see.
There we go.
Let me see.
How do you want to do this? Straight up? Straight up or trade up?
Okay. Now let's do some trade. Let's treat this like a real draft. Hammer, you get round one.
Right.
Because you're so great. You're so great at trading up and getting Jane Daniels, bro. I think it's time to hand the crown over to GM Hammer to go get our guy.
They should make me a GM one day. Let me try it. We know it'll never happen. Trade up a New England or this. So a first, a third, a first, second, and fifth next year. Let's offer this. Oh, they rejected it. So let's try it this way.
Got to add a little extra, man.
No, we got it. All
right, so what'd you give up?
I gave up this year's first and second, next year's first, third, and fifth.
Okay, and let's just hypothetically throw another first on there, another draft pick, because realistically,
fine.
Yeah, you're gonna have to give up 3 firsts. So
let's
all right, we're right here.
Caleb, Drake off the board.
Our guys there. Yep. Okay.
So now we're in the third round. Where do you want to go?
I love it. Go to we're at all right now, right?
Say again?
Top. We're at all, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Go down. Damn, Trotter's there. Shit. You know what I'm doing, man? This may not be Sweat's still there too. Damn, this may not be the sexy pick right here, you guys, but I'm probably gonna take Patrick Paul right here. We need a tackle. I don't know. Let me hold on real quick. Hold on. Mumford. Do you think that we see Mumford take that next step in his development this year? Because I may take Patrick right here.
He's been
young right back.
He's been on the heels of Illuminor for the last 2 seasons. He's been rotated here and there. When Illuminor went down, his number was called up. I don't see why, if Illuminor is gone, I think Mumford could be the starting right tackle for us.
Well, what if you move Mumford to right guard?
If we move Mumford to right, no, because
right guard at Ohio State.
I want Robert Hunt as our right guard.
Okay, so we're acting as though free agency already happened.
Mm-hmm.
Shit, man. You know what? If the rumors are real, you know what I mean, and we're moving, I would love to take Cedric Van Pran here, but I'm assuming that we're moving our young pup over to center. I may just I don't want to take Christian Mahogany here early. Go to guards real quick.
He's the best one up there right now. I'll tell you that. Yep. You got him and Van Pran, Bowling.
Oh, no, BB's there.
Yeah. So what do you want
to
take?
BB. Give me BB right now.
Shit. Okay.
But we're getting our defensive tackle in free agency, bro. We're getting our defensive tackle there. That's why I'm not worried about Sweat being in there.
So in the 4th round here. Let me just see something. I'm still curious to see. No, I'm good. McKinley Jackson, I've gotten him a couple of times. Did we get Xavier Howard as our corner?
I don't see. I don't know. Who's the best corners on the board right
now? Brownlee's top. I'll tell you that.
I like him out of Louisville.
DJ James, Kalen Carson.
I like James a lot. James and Newton, you can get in the next round. Go all real quick. This is your take right here, right?
Yeah, and I think I'm gonna take a tight end here because we don't have a tight end right now except for Michael Mayer.
So you're gonna take Cade?
I'm either taking Cade or I'm going after.
I wouldn't take a tight end this early. I wouldn't take a tight end. Me personally, I'm not taking a tight end this early. Who else is down there?
Christian Jones, no.
Oh, Muhammad Kamara. You can get him later though. McKinley Jackson's there, the defensive tackle at Texas A&M.
That's another guy I've been drafting a couple of times here and there. You know what?
Stover's a dog though.
Just because this is a land of uncertainty right now, I'm gonna take Jarvis Brownlee.
Okay. So we get a corner. You know what? I'm betting on the future here. People are not gonna like this. Go get Zach Zinter right there.
So we got a guard.
We got two of them, right?
Okay.
Wait,
Yep.
I think, yeah.
Wait, did we? Hold up. I'm telling you in 2 seconds. We got Jaden. Then we don't get a pick until 3. We got
Cooper Beebe.
Yeah, so we got 2 guards and we got a corner.
Okay.
So where do you want to go here?
I already took Zinter, right?
Oh shit! Yeah, you did. Oh,
what's on?
I'm out of it.
You can look at linebacker here. We can look at defensive tackle.
I'm going with Steel.
Go can go later. Jalen.
I'm taking Steel Chain.
Okay.
I swear to God, it sounds
boom.
Sounds like such a made up name.
I know, right? All right, let me see right here. Go down. What round are we in?
This is 7th round, 3rd pick in the 7th round.
I like Brandon Coleman out of TCU, but I'm probably going to go to running back real fast.
Best one out there is Mayan Williams out of Ohio State.
Not a big fan of him.
And you got Isaiah, Sean Fenwick, Rasheen Ali, Jaden Sheardon, Blake Watson, Isaiah Johnson, Carson Steele.
Blake Watson's a dog too, but I like Jawar Jordan. I'm watching more tape on him. He's a dog. But I'm going to take Isaiah Davis right now. Very productive at South Dakota, man. Dude put up massive numbers. Give me a South Dakota product, man, Isaiah Davis.
All right. Last here. I just took a linebacker. I'm gonna go with Dominic Lovett out of Georgia.
Oh, okay. Receiver right here. All right.
Let's see where we finish here. Yeah, I fucking saw that with Cooper Beebe. I knew that was gonna happen.
I'm trying to how do you get a C- with Jaden Daniels right there? Is it because of what we gave up? And an F on Cooper Beebe?
No, it's because all of a sudden, I'm telling you, within this last week, PFF's rankings have changed so fucking drastically that everything is upside down right now. Like, I'm not understanding this. Like, let me see if I can find the big draft board, because I'm going to tell you right now what it looks like for the quarterbacks, because I know that shit was strange as hell when I looked at it.
Yeah, that was nasty work.
So here are the rankings right here. And this is this is overall. Caleb is number 1. Drake May is number 3. Jaden Daniels is 22. JJ McCarthy is 30th. Bo Nix is 36. Michael Penix is 47th. They got Michael Pratt at 67th. Spencer Rattler at 84th. This shit has fucking changed really, really quickly. This is why I
PFF is disgusting.
That's why I had to step back from it the other day, because even with the D tackles, Byron Murphy's now number 1. His PFF rank is 12th. Jerzon Newton is now ranked 20th, but he's 2nd overall DTs. Chris Jenkins ranked 55th, 3rd amongst DTs. Ruke Orhoro, 68th. Brandon Dorless ranked 78th. Braden Fisk ranked 81st. Tavondre Sweat ranked 90th now. The shit does not add up.
Well, let's say this. After next weekend, we'll know a lot more.
Sure will.
After that combine hits, the underwear Olympics.
You will, because you'll be there.
Facts. Salute to Richard, man. Great content for 2 of the Mount Shillmore GOATs. Thanks for answering our questions. Go Raiders. Other than that, man, I already got nothing for you. May do something a little later, you guys. Stay tuned. We're still working on some things. Me and Jermaine Illuminor are still going back and forth on date and time. I'm kind of just giving up on that. I'm just waiting on him to say, send me the link and let's do it. But other than that, man, what you got to say, Lil Bro, on the way out?
Much love to you guys. Thanks for pulling up on a Saturday. Y'all could have been anywhere else in the world, but you chose to hang out with us. Truly appreciate that. Much love to everybody in the chat. Much love to Raider Nation.
Facts. Now let me go watch the rest of this Elimination Chamber. Salute to my brother Hammer, man. Appreciate you, man, for coming on as always, man. Appreciate you guys for rocking with us. Graphk and Hammer Show. Salute to everybody in the building, man. On the way out, wipe them feet, break them thumbs, hit that subscribe button if you're not subscribed yet, man. Salute to you guys as always. We are outro.
That's what I'm talking about.